Welcome to the next session, and in this session, we would be discussing about patch plot. So far we have discussed line plot, we have discussed the bar, the horizontal and the vertical bar, and we have seen that with every plot, every bokeh plot, there's a toolbar attached to it. That's a default toolbar, so you can customize it. If you wish, you can remove things, you can add things. We'll talk about it later on. Now, let us come to the next plot, which is being produced is the patch plot. Now, this is something exceptional which Bokeh helps you out. Now, patch is basically a region of space which you want to showcase. All right. So if there is certain region which on a plot that you want to showcase, not a line, not a bar, but as a portion, if you want to cover a certain space or a group having similar property. So there's a certain group on the plot which is showcasing similar property, and you want to showcase it. So that is possible with the help of a patch plot. So you can see in front of you there is an example of patch plot. So there are patches, two patches that are being here. So now again, we need to have the necessary imports from the bokeh.plotting interface. Then I need to specify the figure features. So the plot width, plot height, label, and all that stuff. Then p.patch. Now see here, I'm not using the word fig, I'm using the word p. So automatically here also I will use show p. I will not use show fig. If you will do that, it will definitely gonna showcase you an error. So you need to mention the x and y coordinates. All right. So x coordinates, that's a list of 1, 3, 2, 4. Then respective y coordinate and the color with which you want to color the patch. And then the output file, I told you that it has to be mentioned in bokeh. So x is x coordinate of the patch and y coordinate of the patch. For example, let's say so x is 1. So this is x1. All right. Then uh, the corresponding y value is 2. So 1, 2. Now this becomes the first point. Then x3, the corresponding y value is also 3. So x3, y3. This becomes the second point. And then the third is 2 and 5. So x2, okay, and then the 5. So this is the third point right here. And similarly 4, 7. So here's the 4 and the 7. That's the next point. All right. So this is how we specify the x and y coordinates for the patch, and accordingly the patch is green. All right. So this is how we can showcase a particular area or a particular, if you want to highlight a particular group which is showing similar type of properties, that can be done with the help of patch plot. So you can produce multiple patches also. So this was one patch which was having x and y values. So there is a possibility that on the same plot there are two or three different groups, and every group is showcasing some set of common properties. So that for that you need to use patches function, not the patch, but the patches function. So again, a little bit, you have to play with data around here. So the x values, so there are it's a no, this is list of list, we call it as list of list, because within this one single list there are three lists. This is one list, this is second list, and this is third list. In the similar way for y, this is first list, then second list, and the third list. So within a list there is a list, so we call it as a list of lists. All right. So that's possible when you are working with Python. So again, figure through figure, I don't want to specify much things about this figure. All right, the plot size and all that stuff, so it can take automatically according to the patch size. So again, the x and y values have been mentioned. For example, this is the first patch would consist of these x values and these y values. Okay. So the second plot will consist of these x values and these y values. The third patch will consist of these x values and these y values. So there are three patches, and you want them to color differently. So you have to, in the fill underscore color argument or the parameter, you have to specify. So red will be for the first one, then for the blue, and then for the black. Okay. So this is first. So 5, 6, 5x, 6y. So this becomes my first point. Similarly, 3, 4, 4, 2. So this will give you a triangle red color patch, and so on with the remaining two. 2, 3. So 2 on the x-axis, 3 on the y-axis. Then 4, 6. 4 on the x-axis, and then 6 on the y-axis. So this becomes the second point, and uh, so on 3 and 7. So 3 and 7. So this becomes the third point, okay? And this gives you the blue patch. This is the second patch, this blue patch. And then this black is representing the x, these x values and these y values. Very simple. You just need to see how you want to specify the parameter, and it's all done. And that's the beauty of using bouquet. Then the scatter marks. So, in Matplotlib or in Seaborn, you have come across the scatter a lot of times. Now, there is a certain additional thing or certain additional feature that Bokeh provides to you, and that is producing scat markers, the markers in the scatter plot or any type of plot, as a matter of fact. So there are different type of marker options that the Bokeh provides or the library provides, like asterisk, circle, circle X. For example, for the timing, if you see this scatter plot, it is showing you circles because here I have mentioned that I want the marker as circle. Okay, if I place, instead of circle, I place dash, diamond, or something like that, so these circles will be changed to that particular shape. So that's the beauty, or that's the feature that Bokeh provides to you. Not available in the Matplot or the Seaborn library as such. So again, fig equal to figure. So I'm leaving it on the library to, accordingly decide the size of the plot area. Then fig dot scatter, that's the function I want to use. So the x and y values I have mentioned, and the marker is circle. So if you don't specify, then it will be dot. And then fill color gray, so you can specify what color you want to fill, these markers with. And then the output function, and then finally the show fig, and your scatter plot is right there. It's so simple. It's so simple. It's all on you how you want to, or to what level, at what level you want to customize your plot. Area plots, another very interesting sort of thing which Bokeh empowers you with, is the area plot. The area plot, you can fill regions between two series that share a common index. So that means the index has to be common for both of that. Well, before we go into detail of area plots, let us first look into the our interface, how this works and what type of plots it will produce. So this is the patch plot. Okay. So necessary input, as I told you, whatever imports you want to do, that needs to be done. Then the figure parameters, what plot width you want, what plot height you want. If you want the function to decide, then you have to simple say p equal to figure, open and closing parenthesis. So let the plot do whatever they want to do. Then p dot patch, that you have to use. So x values and the y values and the color green. So I want the patch to be shown as green. And then finally the output file, and then the show p. Now why I have used show p here? Because I have not used the word fig, I have used the word p. So everywhere p is there, so you have to be very careful here. I have seen a lot of people doing this type of stuff, they mention p there, and in the lower down, as when it comes for the show function, say they write something fig or whatever stuff it is. So that will not work. See, all right. And similarly, for this is for the patches plot. So let us see how the first the patch plot works. Let's run this patch plot function. So, and yeah, so now you can see again the similar type of tool is there, same functions, everything, and you can use these tools to visualize your graph better, to interact with it as you want. And similarly for patches, I told you that you have to specify list of list. So this is x and y values for the first patch, x and y values for the second patch, x and y values for the third patch. Three lists have been mentioned. Again, the figure parameters. Okay, so whatever I want to mention, then the figure details. Okay, so like figure patches, x value, y values, then whatever color I want to fill. By default, red would be for the first patch, blue would be for the second patch, and black would be for the third patch. And finally, then I need to have the output and the show fig, and the patches would be there. So let's run. Let's see if it runs and what it produces. So this is how this is gonna work now. So easy, so easy. You don't need to do anything. Single commands, and so easy commands that you need to play. There is no rocket science or any scientific stuff involved in this. And scatter plot, okay, scatter plot, as I told you that you have been doing scatter plot a lot number of times now. So in scatter plot, again necessary import the figure parameters. Then you have to use fig.scatter because you want to produce a scatter plot here. Then I have specifically introduced this marker with you, that you can definitely work with markers here. Okay, so I have specified marker circle, and there are a lot of marker options that I have shown you earlier, and then the color and the size. And this is gonna give you a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scatter plot. And yes, here it is. Okay, so easy, so easy. All right, and that's the area plot which we were discussing. That if you want to showcase an area like this. Okay, so area plot, again, it can be a vertical area as well as horizontal area plot. So if you are going for a vertical area plot, so you have to define the v area function. Okay, this will give you a vertical area, means normal x and normal y axis. Okay, and then it is so vertical area plot that you have to showcase. Okay, and this will mention you multiple values you have to mention here, like you have to mention two y coordinate values because you want an area. So it is not possible unless and until you will define two y coordinates, so one x coordinate and two y coordinates that you're supposed to mention. All right, so we'll look into this stuff further in the next session, and for this session that would be good enough. Thank you.